different forms of government, such as parliamentary and presidential. Can you guess which form of government in Jamaica is a parliamentary form of government? Hmm. What about Benin? Benin is presidential form of government. Now let's see what is the difference between the two in parliamentary system. In the parliamentary system, citizens elect their representatives to a parliament that makes laws. The party with the largest representation in the parliament forms the government. The leader of that party becomes the prime minister, which is the real head of the government, and the president is the nominal, formal head of the government. In this system, the legislature at the center level is known as parliament. The executive is formed out of the legislature. The members of the executive, like the prime minister, chief minister, and the ministers, are selected from the legislature. One of the main features of the parliamentary system is that the executive is responsible and answerable to the legislature. The primary function of the parliament is to make laws. The parliament holds power and authority in this form of government. India is an example of a country that follows a parliamentary system of government. Presidential form of government. Presidential form of government. 1. President is directly elected by the people. 2. President is supreme. 3. Separation of powers. 4. Independent branches. 5. President, head of the state. 6. President, head of the government. 7. Individual responsibility. And demerits of presidential form of governments of presidential form. One of the best benefits of a presidential system is that it can prove to be the most appropriate solution in an emergency situation. Some of the other merits of the presidential form of government are given below. Separation of powers. Since the three branches of the government are autonomous from one another, administration efficiency is significantly increased. Expert government. Because the president can appoint experts in numerous fields to lead pertinent departments or ministries, the executive branch is not required to be made up of legislators. This will guarantee that the government comprises skilled and knowledgeable individuals. Stability. This form of government has stability. He need not be worried about losing the government because the president's tenure is fixed and not dependent on legislative support. There is no threat of the government abruptly falling. The president is not under any political duress to make choices. Limited influence of the party system. Since the tenure of the government is set, political parties do not try to overthrow it. Demerits of presidential form of government. Apart from all the advantages that the presidential system has, it also possesses many disadvantages. A few of the demerits of the presidential form of government have been discussed below. Risk of despotism. The president is the only head of the state and the government, which increases the risk of him becoming despotic. He enjoys absolute control and power over the whole country, and his tenure is also fixed. Possibility of a standoff. Due to the power separation between the executive and legislative branches, there is always a possibility of a rift between the two organs of the government.